Hello, good morning. Happy birthday to all the June 16th babies out there. We're going to see what message is coming up here for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see this video, because it might not be June 16th anymore in your part of the world by the time this gets posted. Or you may see this video a few weeks from now, a few months from now. So we're setting the intention for a 24-hour period of time and see what... Ooh, hello. My hands are so shaky. All right, sorry about that. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in the energy that I feel that way. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. So traditionally speaking, Knight of Pentacles can be a person because it's a court card. So as a court card, it could be a person coming into the situation or an aspect of yourself. So as a person, it could be an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It could be you. If you have those placements, you might be focusing on those areas of your life right now, or committing to working on those areas of your life, or making changes in those houses. However, welcome to my channel if you're new here. I like to approach the court cards in terms of energy that's coming into your life or characteristics that you may be stepping into. There's a lot that's changing right now. Okay, we talked a little bit in yesterday's card of the day about how the strawberry moon, the full strawberry moon, was going to be kind of bringing us towards seeking truth and wanting to make changes, and maybe feeling a little bit conflicted about that because of the square with Neptune. But the Knight of Pentacles is a very committed energy. It's kind of like it's not associated with decisiveness, but commitment and decisiveness go hand in hand, right? Because you're not going to commit to something without deciding that you're going to commit to it. So the fact that the Knight of Pentacles is coming up here can tell us that a lot of the collective right now is making their choice and deciding to stick with it. Like, all right, I'm going to do this. Here I go. I'm going to make this happen. So some of you, or many of you, may be in this energy at this time where you've made your decision and you've chosen your path. This could be commitment in several aspects. You know, those of you who are seeking romantic relationships or marriage, this could definitely be manifesting commitment in that sense. It could be committing to your dreams, your hopes, your goals. Sorry, I just heard a weird noise. All right, sorry for the break in the flow. There's somebody outside. There's some dude, and he like comes around and like he'll sleep in the backyard sometimes. I think he'll smoke cigarettes and drink beer, and sometimes I go out there in the morning and he's gone, but like there's like beer cans, or like beer bottle caps, and like cigarette butts and stuff, but I don't know, he hasn't done anything. And it's like a small town. If I call the cops, they're like, well, if nobody's threatening you, you know, it's a civil matter. So, like, what am I going to do? Take the guy to civil court? So, I don't know. We're good. I'm good. I'm all right. Don't worry about me. I have Maxie. My dad taught me a few things. So I'm good. We're good. All is well. I apologize for the disturbance in the force. Back to the message here. Knight of Pentacles. So, some of you have made a decision, okay, and you're getting down to rolling up your sleeves and committing to it, making it work, making it happen. Now, the Knight of Pentacles comes in with a very encouraging message, and that is that the key to your success is going to be consistency. That's it. That's it. Just consistency. It's not about running yourself ragged. It's not about exhausting yourself. It's not about bleeding yourself dry and breaking your back. It's just every single day you wake up, you do what needs to be done, you put the effort that is required, you commit to it, and you're going to succeed. Okay? So this is not that, again, it's not about the hustle and grind mindset, right? You guys have heard me say this before. I hate the expression, I'll sleep when I'm dead. We're not built that way. We're not made that way, right? We're not made to function like that. We have we're not robots, right? We're human beings. We have flesh and blood bodies, and so we're not meant to push ourselves to those kinds of extremes. And the Knight of Pentacles says you don't have to worry, you just have to be consistent, right? Some of you are coming out of a period where you're like, but I really hate this part, because it's like I'll do something and it all falls apart, and then I have to start all over again, and I'm sick and tired of starting all over again. Well, if you commit, you don't have to start over again. If you're committed, you're not going to have to start over again. You just keep doing what needs to be done. You rest when you need to rest, but you keep at it. And the Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest moving knight in the tarot, but he's the most reliable. He's the most dependable. You can count on him. You don't have to worry about double checking his work. What he does is solid. What he does is going to withstand the test of time. So it's very, very dependable energy, the kind of person or character that you can count on, that you can rely on. And as long as you're consistent and you just keep going one foot in front of the other, before you know it, you're going to turn around and you're going to be amazed at how much ground you've covered. You're going to be amazed at how far you've come, right? It just starts with taking that step and being consistent. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles can also sometimes be somebody, in my experience, in my readings, the Knight of Pentacles can be somebody that sometimes we underestimate. Um, or we don't read this person correctly. And this is especially true for those of you who maybe are looking for a romantic relationship, or you're manifesting somebody. And a lot of people will get very frustrated in their love life, and they'll schedule private readings with me, and they're like, Amethyst, when am I going to find somebody who's going to stay? When am I going to find, like I meet soulmates, I meet people that I have a very strong connection with, but they're temporary, they're seasonal. When am I going to find somebody that's going to stay? Knight of Pentacles, for me, in a love reading, this is someone who's going to stay. But here's where the thing comes in, where I'm like, we misread this person, or we have the wrong impression of this person. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to manifest a love partner, we get really, really caught up in the romantic aspect, and we get really caught up in like the passion, and like being in that energy of passion, and visualizing this person, and being in that daydreaming, in that romantic passionate bubble. That's all fine and good, that's all fine and dandy, but you're only building with one ingredient. You're only cooking with one ingredient here when we do that. And the presence of passion and throwing in the intention of soulmate is two-dimensional at best. It's very limited. The presence of passion doesn't automatically mean that there's going to be the presence of love. Passion and love are two different things. And just like we can have love without passion, we can have passion without love. They don't always exist simultaneously. So if you're trying to manifest this relationship or this person, by all means, manifest passion. Go for it. Put in however much quantity of passion into the recipe that you want to put in. But also stop to think, what are other ways that you want to feel loved? What are other ways that you want to express your love, and you want to allow this person to receive love. Sometimes it's not just that we're not compatible with a person because they don't love us how we want to be loved. Sometimes we're not compatible with a person because of the way that we express our love. They don't want it. They don't want to receive love that way. Like for me, one of the ways that I'll express love is like acts of service. Like if I love somebody, my friends, my family, my romantic partners, I want to do things for them. You know, I can't help that I have those little caretaker tendencies. And somebody will love that and eat that up, and somebody else will be like, you know, leave me alone. I can do it by myself. Like, this is weird. This is like, this is, they might not like it, right? So, ways in which you express your love, like, how do you want to express your love to somebody that they're going to receive it? They're going to appreciate it. That's another thing, too. Sometimes people get really frustrated in a relationship and they're like, you don't appreciate anything I do for you. You take me for granted. Those things may not hold value for them. The same way what they're giving you may not hold value for you. So when you're visualizing this person or visualizing this relationship, don't just focus on setting the intention of soulmate and then seeing the passion and the romance. What is everyday life like with this person where you feel loved and satisfied and fulfilled? What is life like on 4:30 p.m. on a Tuesday? What is life like with this person 11 a.m. on a Saturday, 2 p.m. on a Sunday, at just very mundane times? How are you going to know that this is the right relationship for you, that you're happy in this relationship? So add that other stuff too. Add the realistic stuff too to the manifestation. So the way that we misunderstand the Knight of Pentacles, or we misread the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is going to come in with very logical energy, maybe even appearing a little bit cautious. And this is somebody who's going to think about like what needs to be done and how things need to be done. This is a very practical characteristic. This is a very practical mindset, right? Knight of Pentacles is 1,000,000,000% gonna look before they leap to make sure they're setting everything up in a way that's gonna be successful. You know how we talk about the Fool card, like looking before you leap? Knight of Pentacles is looking before he takes a step. And so sometimes we think that this person maybe is boring. Like, oh, this person's boring. They don't have any fire. They don't have any passion. They don't have any, like, living for the moment. And that's not the case, because he wants to go where you want to go, and he's headed there, right? But he's in the mindset of, how can I do this in a way that's going to be successful? How can I do this in a way that is going to work out, that I'm not going to be giving up halfway? I'm not going to be like, oh man, I didn't bring enough, or I don't have the tools I need, or I wasn't prepared, or I wasn't ready. If he's going to start the journey, he wants to know that he's going to finish the journey. And so he is going to look at the situation and he's going to proceed cautiously. That doesn't mean that this is someone who's boring. That doesn't mean that this is someone who doesn't have a heart. This is just someone who doesn't like to fail. And so sometimes we can misread or misunderstand this kind of person. Okay? And so maybe for some of you, like, this is like, don't allow somebody's demeanor to make you think that, like, they're not into you or they're not interested. Some of you are used to dealing with very thirsty people who have no problem, running up on you and sliding into your DMs and, getting all aggressive and all flirty and all, sending you thirst trap pics and all kinds of things, like, to try to bait you. And this person may not do that. That doesn't mean they're not interested. That doesn't mean they're not passionate. That doesn't mean that they're not good in bed. That's not the way that they operate, because they're not approaching life in, like, just a very temporary way. They're not approaching life and just kind of like, well, I'll be here for 2 seconds and then I'll be there for 5 seconds and then I'll go see what's going on with this person. And, like, this is someone who doesn't like to waste time. So their approach is going to be different. They're not going to come in with like the, you know, the the whole energy. They're not coming in with whole energy. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to be a fun person. That doesn't mean that they're not going to be somebody that you can have a good time with. So those of you who are focusing on love, I do want to share that message here about the Knight of Pentacles, something that I see come up sometimes in the readings. And again, whatever you're setting out to do, remind yourself this isn't a race against the clock. All you have to do is be consistent and you will succeed, right? It's that simple. Just consistency. Just keep showing up. Just keep taking the steps and you'll see progress. So, my dears and my darlings, maybe you want to check out the weekly forecasts if you haven't already. Those are linked in the description of the video. Love readings for June are linked in the description of the video. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that's going to take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. And yeah, hopefully this is a helpful message for you guys, and I'll be back on tomorrow with tomorrow's message. Take care and be well. Bye, my dears.